Star slip out the south. Watch a tone Mercedes Benz lit. This the South is strong. You day kings back to back like about 7. Try to run it, but the dog's too strong. Hard hitting bars like a Grady blitz. Every fact straight fire, every line gon' hit. ATL made me this city's my heart. Step up, talk sports or get torn apart. Home
team, home team.
Home team. Fans got that chop to the chip with a flex.
Hey man, y'all let me know if y'all can hear the music playing, man. Cause last week the music wasn't playing.
Home team.
Let me get some red and black in the chat if y'all can hear the intro.
Home team.
Let me get some red and black in the chat if you can hear me. All right, good. Sound check good then. Sound check good. What's happening on Terry? It's that time of the week. Your favorite time of the week. My favorite time of the week. It must be fan speak.
Don't speak, mother, sell what you told. The Mercedes Benz lit, this the Falcons throne. You gay games, make the bad like a boss. Sub on, try to run it, but the dog's too strong. Hard hitting bars like a Grady blitz. Every fast straight fire, every line gon' hit.
Yeah, I know what we like to do on fan speak, right?
Sports, so you're torn apart. Whole team.
Yes, sir. If you ain't figured it out by now, your boy is out here on the block. You're gonna hear backup sirens. You're gonna hear swishing and swashing from the trucks moving back and forth on the wet surface of the yard. But I promise you, I'm gonna try to make it to the crib. I'm gonna drop the link. Already dropped. The link is pinned in the chat already. The link is already pinned in the chat. See, I'm forward thinking for y'all today because I had a feeling I was still going to be stuck out here on the block when it came time to come for the show to start. So I pinned the link in the chat already. You see how I do for y'all? Because that's what we like to do on Fan Speak. Drop the motherfucking link. It's already there. Y'all go ahead and tap that link, man. Y'all try to pretend like you don't hear the backup sirens in the back against this yard guy out here. They putting his ass to work for the holiday. He ain't never seen this yard have so much motion going on. But I guess because it's the holiday week, it's a big holiday this week. They got them moving trailers all over the place. It's probably just moving trailers just to be moving damn trailers. Ain't nothing finna go on the trailer. Ain't nothing finna come off the damn trailer. They just moving damn trailers for no damn reason. Because it's Thanksgiving week. But like I say, the link is in the chat. Y'all go ahead and tap that link, man. Appreciate that A1 and Mark D, ATL 251, Big John from the eye test. Appreciate y'all for coming through. 330. Appreciate you for coming through. Bernard Cantrell in the house. Appreciate you for coming through. Sterling Wood. What's going on with your Sterling Wood? Everybody say this, the sound check is good. So we got a good sound check at least. Silk Legacy, what's going on with you, my boy? We got some of the OGs in the house already, man. Hey, man, y'all go ahead and tap that link, man. I'm going to put y'all on. Y'all go ahead and talk your shit, man. The first thing I'm going to ask everybody when they come on, I want to know everybody's input on this one thing. I want to know everybody's input on this one question. Let me see how to answer this question because there's an obvious answer, and then there's a best case scenario answer. Huh. All right, so let me. I want to know everybody. I want to know everybody's input on this. I want your answer to the question. I want a yes or a no, and then I want you to give me a breakdown of why you say yes or no. Okay, dig deep on it now, because before I ask this question, let me give y'all some subtext. So I said on both my reaction video to the game from Sunday and on Let's Be Clear yesterday, I said that that game, even in a winning effort, in a control win effort by that, to be the, even more specific, that game brought up a lot of questions about whether or not this is something that they could have been doing all year long. Were they not doing it because they didn't trust Michael Penix with that system? Were they not doing it because of just being incompetent as hell and being stubborn? The sabotage word been thrown around a lot. Has it been some kind of sabotage going on by somebody, by Rich McKay or Arthur Blank or Raheem Morris? You know it ain't coming from Zach Robinson. He too dodo. He too much of a dodo. But what it brought up a lot of questions. But I said in that same respect, if you really break it down and think about everything that's transpired, think about all the facts that we have that we know, everything that we know, you can get the answers to those questions, to a lot of these questions. Like the one narrative I'm gonna go ahead and debunk before y'all start coming in. The one narrative I'm gonna go ahead and debunk for y'all is the sabotage narrative. That was this past Sunday was, as I have said, and as Big Will has also reiterated, he started earlier in the season when Michael Penix had to miss some time, had to miss a game. They still ran the pistol scheme that they was running with Michael Penix the first go around with Kirk Cousins. So whatever the argument is for why it is sabotage, you can't use that as your argument to say it is sabotage, because they did run the same offense with Kirk Cousins that they ran with Michael Penix the first time. And also when he had to take over in the game because Michael Penix got hurt in the middle of the game, they still ran the same offense. So the second time around with Kirk, they run something different. They run something different. What's up with you, Jonte? Rozier. Jonte. Rozier. What's happening, my boy? So we can't use the they gave Zach Robinson, excuse me, Zach Robinson gave Kirk a whole different offense to run because they didn't want to give that offense to Michael Penix because he probably would have. They wanted him to look bad or whatever, so they gave him an offense where they knew he wasn't gonna be able to succeed in or some shit like that. We can't say that. We can't use that narrative. So I'm debunking that one now, but I'm not I'm not going to say that there isn't some sabotage involved though, and I'm not going to necessarily say that it's from Raheem Morris, but it could just be, you know, it could be well, I guess it would have to be from Raheem. It wouldn't be from nobody else. It wouldn't be from nobody else. So I'm not completely, I'm not completely uh disregarding that there may be sabotage, but there's not really a whole lot of evidence pointing towards sabotage either. It's really not. There's no way in the world Raheem Morris is dumb enough to bet more on an older, coming off an Achilles tear, coming off a damn near bum shoulder incident injury last season. The morale of the fan base with Kirk Cousins is at an all-time low leading into that game last week. It is no way that he's betting more on Kirk Cousins than he is on Michael Penix Jr., knowing that it could cost him his job. So I'm not buying into the sabotage narrative. I'm not completely I'm not completely throwing it out the window, but I just don't. It's nothing. It's nothing that was suggested. It's nothing that was suggested. John Taylor just say so. Can we say the coaching staff didn't want Penix in the first place? I always said, I always said that Michael Penix was a blank pick, a Arthur Blank and a Josh Blank pick, because that's who was scouting them was Josh Blank and his scout team. That's who was scouting them. And it was the blanks that said at the last minute, the weekend before the draft, I'm packing. And we packing everybody up. We getting on the jet. We going to Washington. And we going to watch what's with them. Why this goddamn phone ring? I got it on goddamn do not disturb. The phone still gonna ring. Hello? right, let me know if y'all can hear me now. Let me bring Deshaun Carswell up. Somebody will call it. I don't understand. I put the damn phone on do not disturb, and the phone still fucking ring. Oh, y'all still can't hear me? Oh, okay. They sound good now. All right. I tried to bring Deshaun Caldwell up. Silk, can you hear me? Hold on, y'all. Let me bring Silk up. Y'all gotta bear with me, man. I'm in I'm in a terrible, terrible area, man. Silk, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
What happened, man? Yeah, we
What's
good.
up? What's up? What's up? All right, to get on your theory and everything, yeah, I don't know the way that sabotage thing. Just a little bit, because I'm not going to touch that. Just because
Mm,
the offense was different Sunday, don't mean nothing. Maybe uh, Kirk maybe said something to them like, I ain't gonna do the pistol, or maybe Zach woke up and said it will be better. So until we get behind the locker room, get in the locker room, we don't know. I'm not going to say they got to get rid of Penix and anything like that. I'm not going to put my hand on that one. But I will
right,
say, the offense change yesterday, it still had a lot of problems. So don't take it to the Super Bowl or one good game. I mean, everybody talking about, oh, we're gonna turn the table,
right,
man. One game at a time now. Like this, I'm
right,
happy that
right.
Kirk was good. I'm happy that the offense is moving better. But like you always say, Blakberry, we need consistency. Like this,
Yup.
we can do good this week, and I mean we can do good last week and be terrible this week. Until we get a balance and go on, okay, the defense is good. Until we get a balance of offense with the defense and special team, chill out. It's gonna be okay. And, and I tell anybody, what the injury Pennis got, we're not doctors, so we don't know how long he's gonna be gone. If he do be go longer than 18 months, then when you got to worry. But till then, just worry about having a veteran quarterback until we find out. Don't worry a little head, because soon you start worrying, you're gonna try to step out. Let this year go by and everything, and we'll see at the end. Now go for Raheem and Zachariah. What I call them? Uh, uh, Tracy Morgan and Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, Tracy. You caught it, man. Tracy Morgan, bro. That was funny as hell, bro. All I thought about was y'all need some gizzards, cheese. Y'all need some of these gizzards. Got
I
them
think
gizzards,
about
cheese.
I think about Hustle Man when I think about Raheem. but, but no, I want them gone too. But to me, if you notice Zach and Raheem body languages the last couple of weeks, actually it kind of tell you the where they going. I mean,
The
because
past couple weeks or yesterday. I mean, or Sunday. You
last
talking
couple of
about the
weeks,
game? But you the Carolina game too?
yeah,
Okay.
you can see the demeanor in there. And, I mean, Raheem, he's not real funny that he used to be. I mean,
He
he
been a
used
little more
to,
serious.
yeah. And Zach been holding that damn that damn that thing that in front of him. That must be hard as hell, boy. Because you know
You talking
what?
about the play sheet?
the no, what the board you put it on? Okay, the
The clipboard.
stage. No, the stage. Okay, when they at press concert, they behind
Oh, the
uh
podium.
your podium.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he been holding hell at that podium lately. Usually he'll hold it and let it go, but when they ask the question about why Pennis ain't doing this, why this and that, he been holding it tight here, like he want to go off, but he can't. But I see like this until we find out on the last day when everything goes 0-0. Don't worry about it. That's Arthur Blake fault. I mean problem. But I mean it'd be
Yeah.
nice to let them. It'd be nice to let them go. But Arthur Blank want a playoff. He said that. I think said at the beginning of the year. He said if they don't do good, he already pissed off at them. So if they make a run, get 10 they win 10 games, I'd be shocked. But they ain't going nowhere. If they only win 5 games, it's gonna be a decision made. But ain't gonna be might not be both of them, might not be one of them. It depends on how he
Yeah.
feels. And then stop putting Terry in this thing because he lost 5 seasons. Sometimes you gotta think about, is Terry more valuable to me than them two? Are they the cancer in this organization that make Terry look bad? Or Terry just a waste? See, I've been in management for a long time.
Man.
I can I can have a manager and he has some employees and they failing. And I can like, is they failing because of him? I mean, if my company failing because of him or because of them? And I analyze it. If the crew messing up, I gotta let them go. But if he messing up, I gotta let him go. Ain't no way everybody go together. I mean,
But what they're gonna do is they're gonna determine what Terry been responsible for, just like they gonna do it in other positions. And they're gonna determine whether or not he performing those responsibilities well. See,
right.
one thing that has not been said by Arthur Blank, nor Rich McKay, nor Beatles, one thing that has not been specified is
But
all of the specific responsibilities of Terry Fontenot since he been here. All they said was that now he will have more responsibilities starting in 2025. So because of that, only they know how they gonna evaluate Terry Fontenot at the end of the season if it's a blow season. But I don't see how Terry could be included in no hot seat scenario when you look at all this talent on this team, man. The talent on paper is off the charts, and they're performing too. It ain't just the names that's sticking out. It's when you go look at the difference that they made on this team, especially on the defensive side of the ball in 2025. When you go and look at that, ain't no way in the hell you telling me Terry Funk no on no hot seat. That's one.
I'm gonna
And
tell you
I'm gonna
something.
ask this question before. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say, I'll say it like this: until they get you their meeting, because they Arthur Blank and McKay and Vito got to have a meeting before the season when the season over. Everybody got to
Right.
account to themselves. What did Terry do wrong? And I don't believe you have many stuff to say. I mean, oh, could you miss a couple of drafts? That's not fireable. That's every uh, uh, general manager missed that. So tell me what he did wrong.
Yeah.
'Cause
I don't think it'll be anything. But I wanted to ask a question to everybody that came on the panel.
Right.
Um, before I ask that question though, let me get to what's going on with you, B King, B
What
King
going
up in
on?
here, and King Treyway. What's up with you? ATL 251 said he said Black, have you noticed our ties with the Rams since 2020? I never knew it was because Rich McKay's son is the assistant GM at the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's not uncommon for franchises to have implants in other franchises so that they can have smooth transactional relationships with these other teams. It's not
Yeah,
unheard of. It's very, very common. I did
I just
not know
want
that Rich McKay's son. I didn't know Rich McKay's son was was an assistant GM in LA. I did not know that. But
Me
so
either.
if that's
to
true,
me neither.
then that explains why we done had so many all-season transactions with the Rams over the past handful of seasons. That explains a lot. It explains a lot. But
I just
that
want.
also raises another question.
What's that?
That also raises another question. How close is Josh Blank with Rich McKay's son?
Mm. Yep, that do
That draws up
that
that question.
do raise the question.
So, and we all know that nepotism is a powerful thing in the NFL for sure.
And many kids.
Let me see. All right, let me see. Who I just brought up? BC.
Let me.
Oh,
Yeah, what's
excuse me,
going on,
BC. What's happening, man?
man? Yeah, man. Look, this is all I
What?
want to say. I don't think
Look,
Terry should.
go, go, go.
What's
Hey. I'm gonna let you shoot off. I'm gonna let you shoot, and then when you're done, let
yeah?
me know when you're done. Because everybody, I got a question I want to ask everybody on the panel. Go ahead though, shoot your
Okay.
shit. Go ahead.
But nah, I don't think Terry should be on no hot seat because Terry ain't been able to bring his own coaching here. Every other GM be able to bring their own coaching here. Terry ain't had no power until this year. So he shouldn't be on no damn hot seat. I don't think so.
Nope.
And that's just the under the gun too. Rich McKay, remember they wouldn't let him draft what's that boy name? Damn, what's that boy name? He say he was trying to get. They wouldn't let him move up to get him. Is it Branch? Wasn't it Branch from Dallas?
Brian Branch,
Yeah, I
yeah,
want to.
over in
Yeah,
Detroit. Yeah,
yeah, in Detroit. Yeah, remember they wouldn't let him get him. Yeah, remember they blocked
yeah,
that. He tried to trade up to get him. So Terry ain't had no
yeah.
power until now. So how you gonna put him on the hot seat?
Can you
Rich McKay need
imagine?
to sit his
Can
ass
you
down
imagine?
somewhere.
Can you imagine this defense with Brian Branch on it, along with the
Man,
pass rushing that we got? And now
what you talking about?
Billy Bowman, I think can provide everything Brian Branch can provide too. But imagine having both of them. We will run.
Oh
We will
man.
run the deepest secondary defense you done ever seen in your life. We'll be playing more DBs than line. We'll be playing a single linebacker set every damn drive. But
Like
no,
on
go ahead.
Sunday.
Finish up. Yo, big dime. It'll be a big dime defense. That's what it'll be. What's up with you, Will Amy?
What's going on, fellas? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
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 Ain't
Yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
to it,
Yeah.
man. You off the clock? Yeah,
Nah,
we hear you.
nah, I ain't off the. Yeah, I'm off the clock today. Shoot, until I
You
get
off?
something else. But quick thing. Only thing I'm gonna say, man. A good win for the team, man. But we all know it's coaching still. That's why we don't have the record like we supposed to be right now. We really supposed to win in the top of the division. But that's a short story short. I feel like Zach still gotta go. Raheem still gotta go. Marcus Williams still got to go. I just feel like
Man,
we,
yeah.
I just feel like they got to go, man, and Rich McKay too, because I didn't even knew Rich McKay was pulling the strings the whole time about telling Terry, this the guy who I'm gonna pick and who I'm gonna hire. But Rich McKay got to go too. I hate to say it, but Arthur Blank, I don't know if Arthur Blank gonna get out his feelings. But I like I say, man, I think Raheem still got to go. I want me a new coaching staff
I'm
and
with
a, and
him.
a, and a better and a better
And I
G and a
really
better
think they sabotaged Penix, man. I don't give a damn nobody say. Why
yeah they
y'all didn't
threw
run this office? Come on,
I,
yeah
man.
they threw Penix
I
under the
well,
bus.
answer that
Go ahead.
question, Will. Answer that question. And this for everybody to answer, but you answer first, Will, Amy.
All right.
Let's this the scenario. Kirk Cousins goes on the rest of this season having a very similar showing that he had this past Sunday against the Sky.
Yeah.
Michael Penix get a full bill of health in the all season. They say he's good. He gonna be able to do the mandatory OTAs. He gonna be able to do training camp. He has got a full bill of health. Who should they go with? Regardless of who is the coach, who should they
Uh,
go with next season to start? If they keep both Michael Penix and Kirk Cousins going into next season, who the best option to keep? It's the number one quarterback.
I hate to say it, if Kirk Cousins, I mean, I know people ain't gonna like it, but they gonna have to go with Kirk because Michael Penix got to work on his footwork. Him having full strength on that ACL tear, cause that he had to rehab that knee because he can't get hurt a lot. My thing is right. I think for Michael Penix, he need a whole a quarterback coach. He need to get with Tom Brady or somebody to work with his footwork and his accuracy, ball placement for one, and he need to work with his progressive. So Michael Penix got to grow up. He got to. I understand people might say it was on him about the play calling, but I think for Michael Penix, he need a quarterback coach going to get him his mentally, physically, and spiritually. Like be ready to play on games. But I'm about to go with Kirk. If
Yeah,
Kirk still, but I don't think they're gonna keep Kirk after this season. Cause
yeah.
I'm going opposite. I'm
I
going
take Kirk
Penix,
too.
man. I can't deal with
yeah,
Kirk.
yeah. But I'm
Kurt
saying, but I
ain't
don't.
won that much. Kurt been to one playoff series in all his career. The man that cost us too many draft picks. He threw the team under the bus over him. Y'all want his ass gone. Get it. I didn't want him in the first place. I told him not to sign his. I was like, please do not sign this man. Oh
I,
my God. I
I
can't
never,
stand Kurt. No, hell no. Get him out of here.
I take Kirk. I take Kirk, and the reason I take Kirk, even though Penny might be healthy and everything, got to think about his mental. Is he gonna be
Yeah,
mentally ready?
that's what I
So
was saying.
I would start Kirk until he gets into that to that level, and,
When
and
them
then and
told me
then
he didn't have no coaches to talk to on the sideline. The coaching staff need to go. Y'all ain't even trying to help the boy.
Yeah,
Kurt ain't trying to help him. Did you see the Sean Watson how he was helping Shadur Sanders the other day, even though they trying to get rid of the Sean Watson? You see him on the
yeah.
sideline helping that man.
Talking to him.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
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 that man
yeah.
ain't got none of that.
I agree
Come
with you.
on.
I think Kirk Cousins really trying to cover himself so he could get him a starting job. To be honest with you, 'cause that would show me when I seen that same game. I said, "Oh, it's the coaching staff don't want to really help Michael Penix." I understand it's a grown man league,
Yeah.
but it's still y'all job to get to put this boy in the right position and to put points on the board because Michael Penix need to work
Exactly.
on throwing the ball across the middles.
but
Yeah.
So
Blackberry, the
you
question
don't.
is,
Yeah, go ahead. Go
Blackberry,
ahead, listen.
are you talking about
Yeah.
keeping this coaching staff
Oh
next
no,
year?
not next year. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I
No,
clean
No,
house.
no. I said regardless of the coaching, if
okay,
both Michael Penix and Kirk Cousins still, because they both will still be under contract, so
right,
technically, technically on paper they would both still be here regardless, unless moves was made. Like Kirk Cousins would have to weigh in no trade clause, and
right.
Michael Penix would have to be traded. So or released, which that I doubt that happens. So
That ain't gonna happen.
regardless of the culture, or they could release Kirk Cousins. They could do that. But regardless of the coaching, who the better option if you see Kirk Cousins playing the rest of this season how he played this past Sunday. Because it
I
wasn't
still
it wasn't a squeaky clean performance, but it was a solid performance though.
say Kirk Cousins because when you come up with an injury like that, it do take time. Even though they say you healthy, you still got to. And then, like Will said, he still got to work with his footwork and everything. So yeah,
Yeah.
the boy he need somebody on the side to teach him the right way. If he already had that, I would say hell no, Kirk. I would just let him go.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
All
but
right. So y'all
They could come
realize
back like AP now. Adrian Peterson came back. See how he came back that year.
But those two different
Adrian
positions
Peterson
too.
will be
Yeah.
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 AP he's a bionic man. So, but
Yeah.
this the thing, y'all do realize. Let's say if all the changes that we the fan base want to see made, let's say that they actually adhere to those changes. Do you realize that means you're gonna have different head coach and offensive coordinator? You're gonna have a different quarterback. You're gonna have a brand new receiving core outside of Drake London. Drake London be the only returning receiver, and maybe one of the SEALs or somebody.
That's all
oh,
he
let's
It's
keep
needs.
gonna
Tyler
it,
out of
I'm
it,
on
jail.
the side.
it,
Tyler need another contract.
it
I'm keeping Tyler.
if all those changes are made, that's a lot. That's a lot of changes.
Well,
And what are we expecting? Let's say all those changes are made. What are we expecting the team to do? Are you
can I say
expecting them to
this?
be competitive?
Can
Yeah,
we
go
say
ahead.
this? When Harbaugh came to the Chargers, he said, "I'm going to come make Justin Herbert a star." So you need a coach like that. Okay, I'm going to go make Michael Penix a star. I'm going to go make such a star. That was his exact words when he went to the Chargers. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on what coach you pick. You feel me?
That's true. I mean, if you pick another Raheem, you know you're going.
Oh hell
If
no, man.
you pick a better coach who's been doing head coaching for years, I mean,
Yeah,
not just coaching for years, winning at coaching. They can
yes.
turn you
He
now.
should have hired Harbaugh. He had a chance. Should
Yeah,
have hired his ass.
Yeah, but you gonna have. Let's say they get their head coach. This gonna be the first time this personnel group working with that head coach and that offensive coordinator and whoever that quarterback is. So
well, I
what are
say
the
this.
Well, shit.
expectations?
9 times 10, the head coach gonna pick his own offensive coordinator and stuff, and his own
Right.
defensive coordinator. But I don't think they're gonna. I think they're gonna get rid of Zach Robinson. I don't even think they're gonna fire Raheem. To be honest, I
Nah,
think his ass
I,
will be
I ain't
here
even front
next
though.
year.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all guys. They're gonna have to because Raheem, he had too many opportunities to get this team right, bro. Because like the teams that we lost to, like the 49ers, don't get me wrong, we shouldn't lose to no 49ers or the Miami Dolphins or the Patriots. We
And,
had 4 or 5 games to win this year. Ain't no excuse. He got to go because we
and what
gave
people
him
fail
grace
to
last year.
realize, one thing they fail to realize, Michael Penix was the Arthur Blank pick. It don't matter. Arthur Blank, the owner of the team, so what he said goes. So
Yeah,
it don't matter what y'all say. You know what I'm saying? That's,
yeah.
that's just being
Yeah.
for real. That was an Arthur
That
Blank
that's
pick.
what I
Wasn't no
that's
Raheem
that's
Morris
what
pick.
we know. We
But it
know we know he was an
Yeah.
auto playing pick.
Yeah.
actually it was a Josh Blank pick. Um,
Well, yeah. We had a
Same
son, the
thing.
blank.
Same thing
Same
in West.
thing. Yeah.
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 But look, to answer your question, Blackberry, to me,
Hey,
if a new coach come in and everything, and then I think he'll make
hello.
this team more competitive. I
What's
think
up, John?
I think he'll
Hey,
make the
I
team
think you
better.
knocked Will off to put me on. I don't want to do that to the youngin.
Nah, he lost connection. He lost connection.
Oh, oh, well, Yeah, that happened to me sometimes because I had to put water in his phone every now and
I
then to
think
cool it
if
off.
they get Obrick
But
a whole off season, he'll be a good head coach. You just got to hire my offensive
well, good
coordinator.
evening, panel. Can y'all hear me? Silk
Yeah.
and
Yeah, we
everybody.
ain't good enough.
Oh, okay. I just
Yeah.
want to make sure. But I'm gonna say this. With Terry Fontenot, because see now there are a lot of people they just want to clean everything out, and
Nah, they didn't keep Terry.
including the general manager.
Keep
And
Terry.
I always make this analogy when they start talking about Terry Fontenot being thrown out like the baby being thrown out with the bath water. It's just like somebody. It's just like somebody farted on the elevator, and you come up to the floor, and the man is mashing the button outside. When the door opened up, the whole elevator stank. He don't know who did it, but everybody, as far as he's concerned, everybody farted.
Yeah,
And that's the way.
right.
That's the
Yeah.
way it was. That's the way it was with Arthur Smith doing the things that he did and the people that he picked. Okay, because both Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith reported to Rich McKay.
Yep.
They didn't even have to talk to each other. They didn't even have to consult with one another. Okay, in making draft picks, making decisions, things of that sort. And Arthur Blank gets blamed, or Rich McKay, either one you want to name, for allowing a management structure like that. Because the general manager, just like way back, and I think I said something about this. Might have been during the pit segment last week, where Wellington Mara was the owner of the New York Giants. He hired George Young, told George Young, get me a Super Bowl or you fired. George Young goes and gets Bill Parcells, get me a Super Bowl within 3 years or you fired. Because the boss won a Super Bowl. Now, you didn't see nothing from Wellington Mara until they were hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. And see, that's the way these things are supposed to work. It's supposed to be a structure. All right? Now, if you don't have that type of structure, it's nothing but anarchy.
Yep.
Because the Falcons did it once before. The Falcons did it once before under Taylor Smith. Taylor Smith was the president. They had a general manager named Ken Harrod, and that's when they had Jerry Glanville as the coach. Now, Jerry Glanville and Ken Harrod were butting heads. One day, Jerry Glanville was out on the practice field coaching, and he noticed somebody over there that he hadn't seen before. Excuse me. Hey, who is that? Oh, that's man they brought from Green Bay. See, Green Bay couldn't cut him. They sent him here for us to cut him. Glanville said, ain't nobody told me about this man. So he kept him. The man was Lesser Archambault. He stuck around and played in the Super Bowl in '98. Him and Chuck Smith were bookends in '98.
Yeah.
Because the man, the man didn't even tell him that the man was coming or what the plan was. He just stuck him out there, and because Glanville and Harrod were butting heads, they said, I ain't cutting that man. Don't cut that man. Leave that man right there. And they kept him, and he was a pretty good, valuable piece. And see, when the left hand don't know what the right hand's doing in football as a team, you just got a whole bunch of trouble. You just got a whole bunch of trouble. And at this particular juncture with Terry Fontenot, I can't justify cutting this man because this man went to the grocery store and got what you needed. Because you wanted a defense, this man got you some pieces on the defense that are paying off. Okay?
Yep.
They paying off this year. All right? Offensively, they went and got Michael Penix. Now, I'm going to have to
piece
do
from
a little
last
bit
year
more
too, John. The piece from last year too.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. See, everything is gelling. Everything is gelling together. You know, and that game where they gave up 400 and something yards of passing or whatever, hell, who was it? Was
So
somebody
Bryce
this
Young.
past week gave up. Yeah, well, see, this is the thing. This past week, there were two teams that played that gave up over 1,000 yards of offense between the two. See, now, and see, the thing is, you know, every now and then games like that are going to happen. You remember when the Rams played Kansas City about 5 or 6 years ago,
But they
and
both scored
it
about
was
40 some
doggone
points.
near
Yeah.
120, 100 and some points scored
Yeah. I
between the
remember
Very
two,
high
that game.
and
scoring
both of
Super
them.
Bowl. Yeah. Yep.
Nah, that was
Yeah,
in a
no,
Monday
it wasn't
night
a Super Bowl.
game.
It was a regular
It was a
season.
Monday
It was
night
a regular
game. I
season.
remember that
It was
game.
a regular season. And
Yeah,
then
regular
New
season Monday
England and
night.
Philadelphia.
Oh yeah.
New England and Philadelphia in the Super Bowl. They had over 1,000 yards of offense between the two, and both of those teams were the top top 5 teams in defense. Okay, so teams of situations of that nature will take place from time to time. All right, but hey, when you're in a gunfight, do you bring a knife, or what about a slingshot? You bring a damn gun. You bring a gun, and there are times that you're gonna get caught in that. There are times you're gonna get caught in that, and see that's why it's incumbent upon your offense. You can't have Rudy Poot out there playing coaching offense. You can't have Rudy Poot out there as quarterback and no Rudy Poot receiver. You got to be ready to go. You know, so
Let me ask you this, John.
uh huh.
Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question. If if you was to take this roster on the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball, and you said, I'm gonna measure this team based off of his worst player on both defense and offense. What grade, just based off of their worst player that actually plays? I ain't talking about somebody that get moved in and out get moved up and down from damn practice squad. I'm talking about somebody that gets actual playing time. What grade you giving this team overall right now? Not thinking about the coaches, not thinking about management, but just based off of personnel and basing it off of the worst player on the field on both sides of the ball. What grade you giving that team?
B.
Now that
I'm giving
sounds
them
like
a
a
B.
damn good grade.
I'm giving them a B because if you, and the reason why I'm doing that, because see, the defensive side of the ball, I put it over there by themselves. I leave them alone because they have shown everything that I need to see out of a defense that can help
Yes,
you win. So I don't even
absolutely.
bother them. Y'all go over there and sit down over there, enjoy a Coca-Cola, eat all the chicken wings you want. Y'all just sit over there. I got to deal with this problem. I got over here on this side with the mistakes that the players are making, with the inept coaching that I'm getting on the offensive side of the ball. That's the only thing holding this team back. That's
That's
the
it.
only thing holding this team back. The combination of the two, or every now and then, somebody does something they don't have no business. You know, Pitts dropping passes. Now that pass that went back for the pick six, that should have been pass interference, man. The man had the man on pinned beside his, where he couldn't even catch the ball, and when he did reach for it, he popped it up. Who's to
Ball
say
hit his hand,
if it? Yeah, yeah, you know, but
so he should have caught it.
well now see this is the thing. This is the thing about that. Now, if you are overcompensating because somebody's grabbing your arms and stuff, that ball gonna hit your hand. You might squeeze it out and throw it to somebody. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen because this man grabbing your arms and grabbing your hands back during that time. Now you should have called pass interference, ref, because you standing up there watching. I don't know what you were looking at, but you were standing there looking at the damn play, and it happened right in front of you. But there were other occasions where I can't excuse Pitts. Can't excuse him. Ball go right through your hands and you clap because the ball went through your hands. You know, and this has been a recurring theme game after game after game. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't forgave him for damn Cadillacing into the end zone last year. You remember that? Where
Yeah,
he was
because
holding the ball
that was a
behind
fumble.
him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Referee
yeah.
just didn't call it a fumble, but it was definitely a fumble.
Yeah, yeah. Now see, as much as the fans and everybody else got their foot in your ass, you sitting up here going Cadillac into the end zone like you some type of you a damn all pro.
You know what
Man,
crazy about this?
look.
Shannon
I
Sharp and
dig
Ocho
my
did a
hands so far in
segue on
that
it.
ball it'll bust to make sure I took it across the doggone goal line. You don't do stuff like that when you under the gun. You know,
You know,
but then here you come this year, you dropping passes. Man, put the ball right in your hand. And you dropping it, you fumbling with it. All that. Come on, man. That's why I stand you in front of the damn jugs machine and cut that mug up to 120 miles an hour and let them footballs teach you a lesson. Boop, 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 all in the face. You know, but besides that stuff, this offense, man, had the capability of being unstoppable, just unstoppable. And okay, and you guys were talking about the Michael Penix versus Kirk Cousins situation. See, there's a lot of discussion about the pistol versus being under center or whatever. Now, one thing that I'm going to say, I blame the offensive coordinator. I've said it before. I blame the offensive coordinator for this because the offensive coordinator, you got to bring a young quarterback from ABC 1, 2, 3, and then integrate things as you go along. Okay, he can do this, he can do this, he's got that master, then we go to the next level. I'm going to put this in, I'm going to put that in. Michael Penix could have been way better than what he was while he was healthy had you installed some things that would enable him to get rid of the ball quicker. Okay? If you had enabled him to get rid of the ball quicker, you know, the rush or the pocket wouldn't have been around him. Then on the sidelines, if he wasn't doing like you say, you're supposed to be able to tell him what to do. Okay, now see, Mike, you held that ball a little bit too long that time. Didn't you see that man right in front of you?
Yeah.
And then Mr. Offense Coordinator, you gotta put a man right in front of him. Okay?
Yeah.
You gotta put a man right in front of him.
You gotta give him an outlet guy. Gotta give him hot routes. Gotta give him check down guys. Gotta give him all that. Now a lot of times Michael Penix just missed the check down. Instead of throwing the check downs, or he would either wait too late to throw the check down, or he would still try to force throws that he shouldn't have been trying to throw. And and when you think about it, he was doing the same thing Kirk Cousins was doing last season, but Kirk Cousins was doing it because he was nursing an injury. Michael Penix was doing it because of his inexperience and just not knowing how to slow down, let the game come to you. Stop trying to force things and overthink things.
You know what made me mad? They talking about he can't get the man. The man was up.
And see, that's what a coach is supposed to be doing. Hey, son, look, you're going to get a chance to show your arm. You're going to get a chance to do this, but do this right here. Do this right here. And every time you don't do it, you're going to get some extra work until you get it down and do what it is that I need for you to do. Now, in order for you to be able to say that to a player and coach them like that, you got to have some equity yourself so that the player can believe in you. Okay? Because the thing is, this is your first offense. This is your first time doing this. All right. Why should I listen to you? That's the first thing. And that's what the situation was when you got Kirk Cousins. Because Kirk Cousins is familiar with this particular offense because they are all variations of the West Coast offense. Okay? He's familiar with that. And it was more Kirk Cousins teaching the offensive coordinator
I
who
was
was
just
going to
gonna
teach Michael
say
Penix,
that.
which is the dumbest thing I ever seen in my life. Because the thing is, okay, say for instance, Kirk Cousins go out there and mess up. All right, does Zach Robinson have the sweat equity to be able to correct a Kirk Cousins?
Hell no. Kirk
Nah,
Cousins,
hell nah. I was saying that
Kirk Cousins,
Coach,
Kirk Cousins
Kirk
is more
Cousins was his
qualified
coach.
than all other offensive coaches outside of the offensive line coach. He more qualified to be a coach than his quarterback coach, his
Yeah,
his his passing game coordinator, and his
yeah,
offensive coordinator.
yeah. I was just gonna say Kurt made a lot
So
of that look good.
what kind of damn structure is that?
I was saying, I've been saying that Kirk
See,
Cousins was
there
really
your
a coach
problem
on the
is.
field. That's the
There your
problem.
That's
problem is.
crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
There your problem is. Okay. You know,
I ain't
it's
never
just
seen a
like
structure like that.
see, there your problem is. See, now Michael Penix is the beneficiary of stupidity because see, he just okay, y'all picked me here. Okay, I'm expecting some quality coaching to get me over
Yeah.
the hump and make me a better quarterback. But guess what? Well, y'all done pissed off the quarterback that y'all signed for $100 million, and he's not inclined to help me. And then Zach Robinson, he just got the job, and this is his first offense. So, damn, I guess I got to call Warren Moon. I got to go talk to other people back where I came from. Let them look at some film or let them look at some tape or whatever to help me out. Cause see, I don't have no help inside of the house here. And that's
You know the only
Yeah.
you know the
Let me
only
tell
good
you
thing
why I
about this
don't believe
situation.
that. I don't believe that what's that?
You know the only good thing about this situation, by the time he come back, won't none of their ass be here. That's the only good thing I can say about this situation. By the time he won't none of they Raheem them ain't gonna be here. I have no faith in them.
I can't.
All person I got faith
Blackberry.
in is Jeff Olbrick. The rest of them I ain't got no faith in them. Unless you go out and hire you a good offensive coordinator next year.
I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, man. Like I said, we had games like we had this past Sunday, and it had you thinking that looked sustainable. It didn't look like we tripped and fell into a win. We controlled the game. We controlled it. It was a controlled victory.
Yeah.
And so we had those kinds of games, and it makes you think, well, it looks sustainable. Will they sustain it? And that's why I asked the question, like, if they do sustain it, let me tell you what worries me more than anything else. Out of all of the possibilities that could occur from now on, the thing that worries me the most is that we win these next 6 games and we finish this season 10-7, but we don't make the playoffs because everything don't work out in our favor to do so. We don't make the playoffs, but because we got those 10 wins, Arthur Blank don't make no coaching change. No head coach change, no offensive coordinator change. He don't make Raheem make no changes to the coaching staff. That worries me because Zach Robinson done proved to us that he will continue. He's insane. He's insane. He will continue to do the same thing over and over again, hoping for a different result. He will do that. See, the thing is with the Pistons, because you're right, John, it is a variation of the West Coast system. But because you run it so much, it's no longer a West Coast system. Now it's a confused West Coast system, zone blocking running system that you do more passing out of, less play action out of, and when you do hand the ball off, you handing the ball off and you doing the same run play. It because of the way he ran the pistol, it looks like a confusing ass offense. And not to defenses, to the damn offense that's running it. And it damn sure look confusing for the onlooker, for us. Because for those of us that actually know the different offenses and know what they supposed to look like, know we know the language. We know what we should be hearing, what we should be seeing. And when you see this Zach Robinson offense with his pistol, it's like, dog, this ain't even college. This ain't even a college offense. It sure hell ain't no professional offense. It looks like the dumbest. It looked like an offense that's been dumbed down so much that it's insulting to the quarterback. And that's why a lot of people are asking the question: did they purposely give Michael Penix the most simplest damn offense to set him up for the okie doke? I don't think so. I legitimately think that Zach Robinson truly believed in the damn offense, which is an indictment on him because clearly the offense wasn't working. And then I look at Kirk Cousins' first time he had to start this year. See, that's what a lot of people not remembering. This past Sunday was the first time that Kirk Cousins had to start. He had to start earlier in the
Right.
season too.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And in that game, they ran the same pistol led scheme that they ran with Michael Penix, just as they did when Michael Penix had to lead the game at halftime, and Kirk Cousins had to take over the game before that. So the narrative that they not trying to help Michael Penix, I don't think that's the case at all. I think it's legitimately just the incompetence of the coaching was so bad that it looks like it has to be sabotage. Somebody got to be setting somebody up for the okie doke to look this damn bad on offense, right? Somebody got to be setting somebody up for the okie doke. But that ain't the case, y'all. It was just a stupid game plan. It was stupid. And it took for the most unorthodox situation to occur. See, before in the season, we was without Mooney, but we still had Michael Penix and Drake. So they still ran the same scheme. Then we was without Michael Penix, but we still had Drake and Mooney. So they still ran the same offense. Well, this time you don't have your number one, and you don't your number one receiver, and you don't have your starting quarterback. So that forced them into doing something different. And I do think Big Will said something yesterday that I also think is true. I think it was Kirk Cousins also saying, look, listen, I know y'all ain't finna try to do what we've been doing, and we ain't even got Drake London, and I'm gonna be throwing the ball to David Seals, the field, and I'm gonna be like I need to be able to run an offense that I know is going to be sustainable. And that's what they ran. So that's why when I say yeah, it brought up a lot of questions this game. But if you break it down, you can get some answers. You can get some answers if you break it down. And one of the answers I got is I'm not buying into the sabotage thing because they tried to run that pistol offense with Kirk Cousins earlier in the season, and it was ass. It didn't work. So of course, him coming back having to play again because Michael Penix got to miss time, and you ain't got your number one receiver. It just makes all the sense in the world that you're gonna have to try to do something different, and you can't come out there trying to do the same thing. Why this goddamn thing don't add people when I hit the damn button? Hold on, y'all. I'm out here on the block, so it's all kind of wacky shit going on. But y'all know my ace in the game, Big Will. He finally done came through. What's up with you, my boy?
Shit, I finally got some good service. What's happening?
Shit, my shit being wacky. since the start.
Yeah,
Have you?
I know I should have. I know I should have took that
I
extra
see
little
him
money, but
down
they
there,
caught.
but I can't hear nothing.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, John. You
Oh,
can't
okay.
hear Will.
No, it might be me. It might be me, but I can't hear
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah. What's up, Will? You been listening to the conversation?
Hell no. What we talking?
Um, right now we talking about the all the questions that arise from this this win we got over the Saints. Uh,
Oh, what
one
like what
one
the
of the
offense been all year? That's what the
yeah
question popping up.
yeah, and not only what has it been, but was it purposely not given to Michael Penix to set him up for the
Oh,
okie doke?
I
Do
told
you
y'all
think
what it was. I
do you
told
think
y'all
they
what it
set him
was.
up for the okie doke?
This all Kirk Cousin, bro. I'm telling you what it was. Kirk Cousin went to these folks. Hey
Hey,
man,
Blackberry, let me know when Will and y'all stop talking because I can only hear you, Blackberry. Just let me know because I
he
got
can't
I
hear.
got one more thing I need to say about that. But go
Tell,
go
tell,
ahead, boss man.
Try
tell him go out.
try
Go
going
out
out,
and come back
try
in.
going out and
Go
coming
out and
back
come back
in.
in.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
try going out and come back in, John.
Hey, but like I said yesterday, Black Bear, it's. I truly believe in Kirk Cousin going to him like, hey, bro, I'm good at under center. Give me more under center plays. Because that's the only thing that make logical sense. Like I said, he had a start before. They had him in goddamn pistol. Then again, another theory can be like, Raheem's seat getting hot. So he probably went back to some of the 2016 shit that worked with Matt Ryan. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, hey man, this what Matt Ryan did, when he had success here up under Kyle Shanahan, won't you try a few of these? Or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But that's what I'm saying. But my strong theory is Kirk Cousins because he only had a week to prepare, right? So you got to go to
right,
what he was comfortable with. So it had to be plays that Kirk Cousins was comfortable with.
right.
Okay. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Can y'all hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear
Yeah, we
Okay.
y'all.
hear you.
All right.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Oh, I see you added somebody else in. You want to let them go before I say anything? I don't want to run over nobody.
Now go ahead and
Go
say
ahead on about
say
whatever
what
I
you
see.
say.
Okay.
No, but let about whatever he just about whatever Jack got in. Let about whatever say what he needs to say. What's up with you, boy? Doing all right? Oh, he might not be there. Go ahead, John.
Okay. Now I'm gonna say this too. Um, it's a little bit of what Will was just saying, but I'm gonna put this paprika in the doggone soup here to make sure that thing got a little kick to it. Kirk Cousins
Yeah,
went to Zach Robinson and said, "Look, this is what we gonna run this Sunday. All right, cause man, look, Zach Robinson couldn't call an auction with one bidder and one item. Okay, he told Zach Robinson what he was gonna doggone do, and he got the panache, the sweat equity, and the nuts to do that because he's been in the league. He knows what
he
worked for
got
him
clout.
in 20.
Yeah,
Yeah, he knows what worked for him last year before he got hurt.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I was saying
and
yesterday.
it got them to 6-3. It got them to 6-3. Then you had Mooney coming back, and Mooney was the first quarterback that he had played with when he got here in Atlanta and had much success with it. All right, so I'm seeing him taking over and saying, "Look, we gonna do this, we gonna do that." And if you notice, they were under center, they were in the pistol, they were in the shotgun. They used
hmm
all three configurations during this game. All right. Now the crazy part. All right, you limited Michael Penix to the pistol, and there are a lot of theories. I know Winston always says they doing that to try to alleviate the problem over there on the right side, Elijah Wilkinson, because you don't have Caleb McGarry over there. You don't have Storm Norton over there. So he was, since it's a left-handed quarterback, that right side is the one you got to worry about because that's the man blind side.
That makes perfect sense.
Now, an offensive coordinator, man, look, if that man come ripping from the right side, or say, for instance, they load the blitz over there on that side, throw behind it. As soon as them jokers commit the blitzing, lob something right over the head, tight end, fake a block, go out. Just go
It's
out
just
there and
that
sit out
simple.
there.
It's just that simple.
Yeah,
All you got to do is create blitz beaters in your play calling. That's all you got to do. If somebody
that's all
coming out,
you got to do.
if you got hot routes already set, if they bringing pressure on his backside, throw that shit right behind his ass. It's that simple, bro. How many times we seen Matt Ryan do this shit? We seen Matt Ryan do it for years.
And see, I used to watch Joe Montana. Man, look, Joe Montana, they love for you to blitz. They love for you to blitz. You mess around there and come too deep, he dropping it right down to a spot on the field. Jerry Rice meet the ball, and he's on his way down the field.
Pause that, Ocho. Pause that, Ocho.
Hey, Blackberry. He old school. He ain't finna pause every word he say.
Hey, I don't really do that shit neither, but I had to say it on that one. I had to.
Oh, hey, Blackberry, you letting them folk from We Talk Hawks get all in your mix, man. What you doing? Every time I say something on We Talk Hawks,
Pause. Man, I watched that some bitch Dane Dash too. Dane Dash say that shit after every damn thing he say pause. But yeah.
But
go ahead, finish your soliloquy.
But see, that's what I'm saying. See, that's what an offensive coordinator designs. Blitz beaters, like my man said, blitz beaters, little things where you don't look. Quarterback can get out of anything. You can scheme a defense completely out of the play if you know what you're doing. You can say, for instance, you got a pass rusher that's killing everybody. Look, I can scheme something to where the quarterback get rid of the ball, and I frustrate that pass rusher all day long because he'll never get back there. Now, he may hit me, but I'm going to get 15 yards out of it because the ball going to be gone. All right? Drags across the back of the line of scrimmage, turnarounds, comebacks, running backs coming out the backfield. There's so many things that you can do, and I don't mean running back coming out the backfield going 20 yards downfield, and then you decide to throw it to him. He come out the backfield and just sit right there, 2 yards off the line of scrimmage. Boom, that's 2 yards on first down. 2 yards, catch the ball, run another 3, that's 5 yards. All right, you got 2 shots to get the other 5 yards to convert to a first down. All right, I mean, it's just easy. Tom Brady used to make a living on throwing check downs. All right, now, and that's what you got to teach your quarterback. That's what you got to teach your offense. That's what you got to teach everybody. Everything don't have to be a bomb. And plus, I'm going to say this too. This quarterback coach is stealing money because you're going to mess around. Now, see, if Michael Penix knees didn't get hurt, Michael Penix would probably have to go in for Tommy John surgery because that joker trying to throw 95-mile-an-hour fastballs on every damn throw. Son, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Your arm is strong enough to where you don't have to put – I mean, that joker arm just snapped when he throws. That's not necessary.
Yeah, but John, part of the reason for him throwing them fastballs so much is because of his timing on the throws too. He's late on the throws.
He's late.
So he
Yeah,
trying to hurry up and get the ball in the position in the right spot. So that's the other indictment on the quarterback coach too. Because
yeah,
if his footwork is right, then his timing will be better on throw.
Yeah, it's gonna take the right OC to come in there, like Andy Reid did with Mike Vick. It's gonna take that right OC to come in there to make the specialize his talent. He need a real quarterback whisperer. He don't have that right now. He need a quarterback whisperer that gonna teach him, you know what I mean, how to go through his progression along with his feet work, and how you know what I'm saying, how to leather the ball instead of goddamn bullying that motherfucker. Put some air up under it. He gonna have to learn how to put some touch on it, but he just, like I said, he technically a rookie right now, and he ain't got nobody that giving him that guidance. So once he get that right person to give him that guidance, he gonna be a beast, man. He gonna be a beast.
yeah. And see the thing about it, man. I used to watch when Jerry Glanville was here. Um, Billy Joe Tolliver. You remember they used to throw that Big Ben right? Do you remember that, Blackberry? Or did you ever see that? Where they would
No,
put a garbage, they would put a garbage can down there in the goal line, and they would have the quarterbacks lob it up in the air high as
now
they could and drop it.
that yes, I do remember that drill in practice. Yes.
Yeah, and see, I remember one that my coach used to do. Now I wasn't playing because the man said I was too doggone light to play. I was 6'2", 165. I wanted to run punt return. I was fast as hell. But look here, if they had to hit me, man, they'd have been collecting parts for the next week. But at any rate,
That ain't too much
they said,
smaller than Jamal Agnew. Jamal Agnew couldn't be number somewhere around 175, 180.
yeah, now I could play
Agnew
now
small.
because I could play now because
Oh, it's
long
a
time
different
ago.
league. Yeah. Yeah, it's a different
Yeah,
league
yeah,
now. Yeah.
long time ago, man. Shoot, yeah, look, they got rules against killing folk now. A long time ago, shoot,
Yeah.
you made a highlight.
Long
You
time ago,
made a doggone
you
highlight.
you could decapitate somebody out there and you'll get away with it back in the day. You
Yeah,
take somebody's head on.
yeah. But they had a drill where they would put a bucket on the back of one of those carts, and they stomp the gas on that cart and run it downfield straight.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll curve it toward the
Yeah.
inside. Sometimes they'll go
That's
in
a
and then go back out.
that's a golf drill.
Yeah, and you throw it,
You know
and
that's a golf drill
long
that
right.
football adopted.
Yeah, yeah, and you throw it, and if you hit the top of the bucket, you good. You drop it in there, you hell. You know, just to train the quarterback on how to throw, how to put air under the ball, put it to a spot where it needs to go. And just like you said, Michael Penix is late on a lot of his throws, and he uses his arm to get him out of trouble. And in the
Yeah.
NFL, people just too doggone good for you to get away with that a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah, they too good. You
Yep.
know, they will bait you into trying to throw it late or whatever. You know, so that's why I'm saying that these people here are not ready to coach, and you damn sure can't get nobody who doesn't know how to play the position ready. You can't do it. You can't do it, and that's why I lean toward older offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators to teach people because they've seen it all. Okay, it might be an old system, but thing is, if you got the players, you can make it work. They know how to tweak it.
Yeah.
This man here and all of these people, they don't know. Now they are learning. They are learning, but this is not on-the-job training. I don't need nobody out there with my
That's
multi-million
what I
dollar
be
sports
saying.
car.
I
That's what
don't
I be
need
saying,
nobody
Doug.
out there. Yeah, don't make no sense.
Like that's why I had the wheel last week. I say and the chat. I say how much developing do y'all think actually that you give a player to develop? How much develop? You know, because development and honing somebody's skill to bring the best out of them is two different things, in my
Yeah.
opinion. In my opinion, if you developing somebody, that means they somewhat of a project. Somebody that you just honing their skills, they already got the skill and the ability. You just bringing it the most potential out of them as possible with it. So how much development do you think happens? Because that's what I be saying too, John. This ain't the collegiate level where you got all this opportunity to develop and to grow and all that. You got a window, and if you don't become a sustainable product as a player, why is he backing up for no fucking? I hate when they do that shit. Go straight, dummy. All that space in front of you, man. My bad, y'all. But
Well,
you
hey,
you
hey,
you just
hey, it's the same thing. It's the same thing we talking about. Because I keep hearing this term as steering wheel holders and professional drivers. Okay.
yeah. Yeah,
Sometimes,
that's what's
okay,
coming out of these schools now, these steering wheel holders.
right, right, and it's the same thing with the NFL and the NBA. That's why I be 38 hot when these jokers talking about. Well, he's got to be developed. Damn it, I'm paying you $5 million a damn year. The hell you need to be developed for? I could go out there and
Yeah,
do what you're doing until I got damn developed.
it's minimal development at the professional level of anything. I don't care what it is. It's minimal development.
And
But
and
hey, man,
and
we're gonna start wrapping it up, man, because my
okay,
my headset about to die. Plus, I got to start hitting the road. Let's go around the horn, man. Give some final take. We'll kick it off with John, and we'll finish it off with Big Wheel. Well, go ahead, John. Give them a final take on whatever you want to give, man. No matter what it is.
well, as far as the Atlanta Falcons are concerned, and the rest of the year, the game come on at 1 o'clock. I think we got a primetime game week after next or whatever. Start drinking early. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And do not be fooled and don't go for the okie doke. What you saw last week is not guaranteed to happen this coming week. So don't get
So,
upset. Just take it as it comes, and hey, just survive until the end because ain't no telling which way this is gonna go. Um,
ain't no
firing
telling.
people, firing people, man. We'll just do what we do. We'll figure out what it is we figure out when the time comes. We just figure it out. Because right now, um, with this win, things are up in the air. Things are up in the air, and I can't make a determination on what's gonna happen or who they're gonna do this to or what. So y'all just hold on because it ain't no fun being a Falcon fan.
Appreciate you. All right, Big Wheel, what you got for 'em?
All right, man. Y'all, once again, I will be watching the Falcon game on NFL Red Zone until proven otherwise. And follow me at Will the Georgia Reaper on Twitter and on YouTube. Will the Georgia Reaper. Catch me on Wednesday nights on everything Atlanta sports. But it won't be doing nothing this Wednesday. I'll be heading out of town tomorrow to do some Thanksgiving stuff for all that. So catch me next week on Wednesday on everything Atlanta sport and whatever AFN got going on, man. If I got time and they drop the link, I'm there. You already know it.
You already know it. Yeah. Hey, man, I don't celebrate these holidays, but I love getting together with family and carpe diem and parlaying and and breaking bread. So I'm gonna be excited to see some family, man. Y'all don't be like Big Will and give up on your team, man. You know they still not mathematically eliminated. So don't
I ain't gave up on nobody.
don't be like Big Will, y'all, and give up on your team like Big
I
Will
ain't
did.
gave up on
Cause he said
giving up
he
on
ain't
team is
he
not
gonna
me
watch
not
it.
watching them motherfuckers at all. That's giving
He
up,
said
not watching them motherfuckers at
he
all.
gonna watch it. He only gonna watch it when they get in the red zone, and you know they
Hey,
hardly ever do that. So that means he gonna be watching.
I cut down on how much I'm watching them right now. That's what they ain't finna mess with me. They better get
I'm just
consistent. They ain't
fucking with
finna
you.
mess with my
I'm
head.
just trolling you. I'm just
I
trolling,
already
Will. I'm
know it.
just trolling.
I
I'm
already
just
know it.
trolling.
They better not. Hey, they better not get on the Braves level when I used to watch it on ESPN. Don't get on the Braves level now.
Hey,
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 I
man.
can't blame him. I can't blame him. Them Falcons. That's why they don't show the Falcons in the old folk home and in the emergency room. They'll kill you.
Man, they put you on cardiac arrest, man. They had you with cardiac arrest, man. So listen, man. It's the week. It's a week of you know, family. A week of you know, high spirits. Um, listen, man. If if I could just tell y'all one thing that you could take with you for the rest of your life, if you don't know it already, as long as you respect others the way you want to be respected, every day can be Thanksgiving. Every day. Because the Lord is Savior, He'll give you Thanksgiving every day. Long as you in your word and as long as you treat others with the respect you want to be treated with. But with that being said, it is some motherfuckers out here that do need shit slapped out of them. So you just make sure it's a warranted slap in the shit out of when you do it. Just don't be doing it just to be doing it. With that being said, yeah,
Hey, and make sure you ain't the one that need to be slapped.
and make sure you ain't the one that need to slap it. Make sure you ain't the one that need to be on the receiving end of that slapping. With that being said, shout out to Miss Pam. She just came through. Shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody watching, man. Y'all have a safe holiday. You'll see me again next week. I'm taking the rest of the week to parlay with the family, man. John, you be safe out there. Happy holiday, holidays or whatever it is. Happy that to you, Big Wheel, and y'all families. Y'all make sure y'all whole family down, man. If you still got your mama, go give her a kiss. Catch us on the flip side.
All right,
Peace.
man. Take it easy, boss. Be safe out there, all y'all.
Same to you, boss.
Night ride on the train.